many marathons these guys have won in their career.
So
4 between the 3.
Mr. Errol, so it's going to be a tight finish now for Kipruto to get under the world record. She's now slowed slightly between 30 and 35k, but she is now past the 35k mark, capable right now. She keeps the pace up of running 2 hours, 13 minutes and 7 seconds. She's definitely got the course record. No, she doesn't, because that's the world record. But she's definitely close and have it within her grasp.
So, Tura now. He's been on the fringes of things. Everything's just been in front of him now. Are we going to see a repeat of what we saw this time last year, where he gets himself in front? But that was that, really. Been an excellent 2022 for him. Personal best in a half marathon with a second place finish in Paris. A highly impressive sixth place finish at the World Athletics Marathon Championships in Oregon this year, 2:07:17.
Oh, now we got down to 2 runners, it looks like.
12 at the midway point, cut down to 8, then to 4, now down to 2. So perhaps Kipruto run his race, we'll see.
He's finding it hard, Errol. I think Tura is finding it definitely hard to keep up with him. But he is hanging on.
Well, Kipruto is a man that we know that has a good gas tank. He's gained a reputation who knows when to kick, knows when to find that extra gear. He's made that reputation. He's forged that reputation out for many years now. Tactics that have led to 3 big career victories to his name. Are we about to see 4th? After a slow start to his career, I think he's got better and better, actually. We're getting that personal best, 2:05:13. That is on if he can maintain this pace to beat that personal best and get the victory. So I put my money here on last year's winner, Tura, and as we speak, he's got a bit of a gap to make up now. Still enough time to do it, but at this stage of the race, you don't want to be playing catch up. A quick look over his shoulder to see where the 3rd place runner is. And Kipruto does the same as well. So he's made that move, I think, relatively early. We'll see whether Tura can respond to that. We'll see.
I think we'll probably see Kuria catching Tura. At this stage, he looks like he's gaining on him a little bit. So it'll be maybe a fight sprint to the finish between those two. I think he's given up the hope of getting 1st place as Tura. And Kipruto is running on his own with about 3k to go, 3k to run.
But it really does run in the family. Running Benson Kipruto, of course, defeated his older brother to win the Prague Marathon. 2015 Chicago Marathon champion. Of course, his older brother. 7th in the London Marathon in 2020. He's been around the block, this guy. Got a lot of mileage on the clock at 31 years of age. Let's not forget what he did in Boston last year when he got himself that victory. 2:09:51. He's going to smash that.
What was impressive about that, he ran 14 minutes and 5 seconds for the 5k between 35 and 40, which is unbelievable on that course.
He's making it look ever so easy here, isn't he? Just another look over the shoulder as well. But it's about to get a lot more noisier now as we once again approach Grant Park. I could do with that as well, just to give them an extra bit of motivation, an extra burst of speed. How are we doing on the ladies' side, Ruben?
I was just checking that, so let me get those numbers up for everyone. We have now the top still at this stage. There we go. Emily Sisson is now 5 minutes and 10 seconds behind Ruth Kipruto, and she is on target to still run. She's running very consistently as Sissons, running under 2 hours and 19 minutes. So with 7K to go, we are on the cards to getting a American record by Sissons today. So fantastic run by her.
Well, the top American performers in Chicago, Jordan Hassey, 2:20.57 with a second place finish, 2017. Joan Benoit Samuelson as well, 2:21.21. Dina Castor. So, those ladies are in danger of seeing those times being bettered here by Emily Sisson.
What is interesting, though, is in the men's, for the first time, Connor Muntz is actually just off of the American debut record of 2 hours, 7 minutes and 56 seconds by 20 seconds, 19 seconds at the 35K mark. So he's known to have a fast finish. He's known to dig deep, to really put it all on the line. So hopefully with this last 7.5 to 7K to go, he can pull one out of the bag and get that debut American record.
So this is our leader. Let's not forget his brother finished second and third in Chicago. Is this man about to go one better? We'll see. Top 4 finishes in Boston, London, again in Boston. So Boston is the marathon where we really see the very best of him. Chicago this year could see him emulate that. A nice bit of distance between himself and last year's winner, Tura. Not quite see what the disparity is, but this man is looking relaxed, personified now as we are getting closer towards the latter stages now of this event.
And I think they've just passed the 40K mark, so it's less than 2K to go now. So let me just follow up here. Yes, 1 minute and 57, 1 hour and 57 minutes and 47 seconds. He's now got 11 seconds on Tura. He is definitely picked up the pace, and it looks like he's capable of running just under 2 hours and 4 minutes if he keeps the pace up.
Well, that's a better camera angle to see the fractions between the first, the second and the third place runners here. There's a slight grimace there from Tura. You can see that from here as well. Unless something untoward happens, I don't believe he's going to make up that distance between himself and this fella.
1:57.47. As I said, Tura was about 11 seconds behind Kipruto at the 40K mark.
So the top 20 performers on the men's side in Chicago. 5 of them have been from Kenya. Chumba, the brother of this man, of course. Kimeto, the course record holder. Mutai, Kipchoge, Kitwara, all the way back in 2014. So Kenyans love Chicago with regard to marathon running on the men's side. This man, this is going to be his biggest victory to date. He just needs to hold things together here, keep it going. And that victory will be his very, very shortly from now. The crowd have come out with good numbers to cheer him along. And just look at that. I think he's stretched his lead even further.
We must be nearing the finish line when you hear all the crowd now cheering them on. A fantastic race in all of the races today. Shortly, we should have an update for you on the woman, Ruth Kipruto. It'll be amazing to see how close she is to breaking the world record. She's definitely going to break her own personal record. Even if her legs fell off, she is close to thrashing that time right now.
We'll just have to keep an eye on this chap here and the clock. A personal best set in Toronto 3 years ago, 2:05.13. I think he's going to beat that.
He will definitely beat that. He'll get close to 2 hours and 14 minutes. I think just over 2 hours and 4 minutes is where he's going to land based on his current pace.
Won't get him into the top 5 fastest times this year. I don't think that'll matter one iota to him. A victory in Chicago, that's something that you can remember for the rest of your career. And of course, when you finally hang up your running shoes as well. So 13 seconds ahead of Tura now. Last year's winner, at one stage I thought he may have done it again, made it a win double, but this man had other ideas.
Ruined your donut party, Errol.
Indeed he has. There you go. 2 minutes on the lips, 2 months on the hips. So perhaps that donut is best to stay in its package and on the shelf of whatever shop you was going to get it from. There you go. So the crowd, again, just showing appreciation here for Benson Kipruto of Kenya. And what a race this man has run up until this point as well.
Fantastic event.
But it was special for him to win in Boston. He mentioned that in his interview. That's when people really start to talk about you even more often. Of course, you're among the best athletes in the world when you win a major. Not on the 6 major marathon list, of course, is some of the other marathons where we've seen him win. But this one in Chicago certainly is. And he knows he's ever so close now.
Yeah, I just saw they passed the 800-meter mark, and now they're coming up to the 600 meters to go mark in about 3 seconds.
So here we go, Kipruto and the clock now, and he's getting ever closer. Just another look over the shoulder. He knows he's there now. There's no doubt about that. Tura has been beaten into submission here by this man. It was nip and tuck 5 or 6 kilometers ago. After that, he just grabbed this marathon by the scruff of its neck, and he's about to add the Bank of America Chicago Marathon to his ever-growing resume. Benson Kipruto has emulated his brother. He's going to just do exactly what he set out to do just over 2 hours ago, and that is to win this race. 3rd in Boston this year, 1st in Boston last year. Loves to run stateside. And the crowd again just ringing their bells, showing appreciation. There's the disparity between himself and Tura. Tura just couldn't do it again this year. Another stellar field it was that all descended into Chicago to add plenty of weight to this race. But it's this fella here who won't break the course record, 2:03.45. That will remain intact. Dennis Kometo. But he's going to add his name to the roll of honour here is Kipruto. That final turn, now he can see that ribbon. It's in vision. What a sight that must be for any marathon runner once you see that tape, knowing that victory is yours. Well, look at that, just looks as relaxed now as what he did at the start. Incredible from this fella, absolutely incredible. There's our winner. He's almost there, 50 meters to go. There is the victory for the 31-year-old Kenyan, Benson Kipruto, who has won this year's Bank of America Chicago Marathon.
His time puts him number 4 of all time in Chicago, Errol.
Well, there you go, it doesn't get any better than that. Only Kipchoge, Mutai and Kometo ahead of him with regard to better times in Chicago. What a list that is. He's shown us exactly what he's all about today. Benson Kipruto of Kenya. Another Kenyan victory in Chicago. They just love the conditions here. Again, they've shown us that to defeat these guys, boy, you have to be very, very good.
So Kipruto for 2 hours, 4 minutes and 24 seconds. Tura, 2 hours, 4 minutes and 49 seconds. And Korea, 2 hours, 5 minutes and 1 second. So an amazing result by the top 3, all close to the 2:05 or under the 2:05 mark.
Oh, incredible race. He just got a pat on the back there from the executive race director, Carey Pinkowski, deservedly so as well. He'll get himself a nice sum of money as well, $75,000. And again, into the top 5 fastest ever times in Chicago. So this lady, well, I think she had this race sewn up and in the bag.